No, a balloon sculptor, because this guy is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. He's coming to 4th Effin' Friday, the very first one. He's our interview for that day, but we're bringing him in as like an extra added bonus.
That's so cool, man.
Like, I'm really excited that we're doubling up the... And he's stoked about it. He's stoked about it.
2 videos in one day, or we've done supplementals, but we've had actually 2 interviews in one day a couple of different times.
Cool. My buddy Jeff, he's coming to video the whole 4th.
Oh yeah. He's a videographer, and he's going to hang out during the 4th Effin' Friday and make film for us.
I haven't talked to him in a while. I really
Such a great name for a show, by the way.
4th fucking Friday.
I'm so jealous that you guys.
The triple F.
I try to do alliteration in as much as I possibly can.
So we're going to do 3 F's as the logo.
Yeah. And then February.
We don't want anybody forgetting what Effin' means.
Exactly. Oh man, it's so awesome.
Fun, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, the thing, this project is like, it came together with no plan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were going to make, and we've told this story before, but it's fun. We were going to make just a artist like journal, art life about how we live, and we did like 2 days or 3 days, and we were like, because projects grow so slow. There's really not anything to say about your art every day. Mm-hmm. And so then we were like, okay, what are we gonna do? So we grabbed one of our roommates, and he draws, and he brought in some pictures, and that was a completely impromptu interview. And as soon as that happened, we were like, oh man, that was awesome.
But not only did we love what we were doing, but the guy, Robert, that we interviewed, loved what we were doing. And then we had like 2 viewers at the time, that loved that we brought somebody in. And we got a complete 100% positive feedback.
And it's been 100% positive all the way through. We've gotten a few responses. One Craigslist woman criticized the ad.
But yeah, she criticized the ad, and then I had somebody recently criticize that our videos are in 240p, and that bugs me, and the fact that we have to break them up into 15-minute blocks bugs me right now, which I hope at 4th and Effin' Friday we will get the funding to upgrade our internet situation and give me the money to upgrade my computer, because I have a computer that my brother built. I just need a hard drive and a screen and a keyboard and mouse for it, and then like my computer won't crash when I'm trying to upload videos, and the internet won't crash when I'm trying to upload videos.
Exactly.
Which would be really sweet.
But that's kind of the point that I'm making, is like, really, the whole thing that allowed this to happen was the iPhone 6. He got an iPhone 6. I had a project. We were filming and uploading it to YouTube on the spot as we were doing the project, and then we were like, and it was such high quality, that it was like, dude.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden my eyes opened, because, oh wow, I did not know that it was really this easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, on top of that, the fact that because we do it every day, we don't have time to edit it.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's not edited, it makes it completely unique.
Yeah.
Because nobody puts anything on the internet without editing. Because and I'm not sure why. Because to me, when you edit something, you're screening the information.
Mm-hmm.
So you can literally paint any kind of picture out of an interview that you want with editing.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn an artist into a wonderful human being, or you can turn him into an asshole just with editing.
Yeah.
But there's no editing here. What you see is what you get, and that's the way we've decided that it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it was accidental,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's just like all this stuff. just kind of like this in front of us, and we just try to keep up, you know, because it's
It'll
moving
continue.
a lot faster than we
Yeah.
are.
It'll continue to do that too.
I hope
It's
so.
gonna just evolve.
Yeah.
Just
'Cause
hang
if you-
on.
If you do something every day, it's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the fact of it. If you do something every day, it's gonna go somewhere.
Well, you guys
can build it.
You guys have the benefit of being right where the action is in Portland, where we were an hour south in Salem. So, you know, it's hard to grow a magazine in a very conservative area that just doesn't have any arts
Mhm.
influence
You
whatsoever.
said that Salem hates Portland.
It's true.
Why?
It's a farm town at heart. I mean, in any direction you go outside of the center of Salem is farms. As far as within 5 minutes of the center of Salem is farms.
And that's
In
the
every
capital
direction.
of Oregon.
That's the capital of Oregon.
I didn't know what Salem was until we visited there, and we were on a
Yeah.
we were on a video, and I was like, "What town are we in?" And Christopher was like, "We're in Salem, the capital." I was like, "Oh, I thought this was like a suburb or something."
Salem is a suburb of itself. It really is a sprawling suburb of itself. There's nothing to
It's
it.
really not.
they
in
call it-
downtown Salem, is
Yeah,
there?
well, I mean, there's downtown, but it's not like there's
Lots.
no like when you think of a downtown of a mid-sized city, there's tall buildings. We have one tall building, and I think it's like 6 or 7 stories.
Is Eugene bigger than Salem?
It's the same population size. There's a difference of like 10 or 20 people population wise, but the major difference is it's got the University of Oregon.
Yeah.
And if Salem had a university, I mean, we've got Willamette University, but it's tiny. It's a tiny little private university. And then we've got a community college, which boasts numbers of the size of a major university, but it's 2 years, then their graduation rate is like 20%.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, that's typical for a community college, though. A lot of people go and just take classes at community colleges.
Yeah.
But
So it's a really impoverished community down there. Just from our aspect, you know, researching, how to make an impact down there. I mean, there's not a lot of education. The public schools graduation rate is 69%. So it's a really hard area to be in. But I really have a passion to be down there because for 2 years we did the Merge art series, and we showed almost 2,000 pieces of art of people who would have never had a chance to show in like a gallery setting, which was phenomenal to me. So I think the potential is still down there because nobody else is doing it. I mean, the Art Association still aren't doing anything. Salem Art Association does a yearly art fair. They have a very limited amount of Salem artists that they let in. It's $1,000. That's the booth fee to get into it. And then you have to give a percentage of your daily sales to the Art Association. If you don't make that percentage the first day, then it goes to you get booted out, and the second runner-up for that booth gets it. If they don't make it, then the third runner-up. That's how they do it. It's a business. And then the majority of the artists that they get in there are from like Idaho or California or Montana, and they all do this circuit. And so Salem's art fair was listed in like the top 600 in the U.S. And I was like, top 600? I mean, how many are there? That sounds like all of the art fairs in the U.S. So it's not really a brag. Oh my goodness! But it's not representational of the community.
yeah.
And it's it really is. It serves kind of a very elite mentality for the community, and so they're not doing anything to help. I mean, I would say there's probably, I don't know, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 artists in Salem, and there's 156,000 people down there, and they're not being served by the arts establishment. They're just their own.
Are the artists that you've brought here, are they Salem artists?
They're Portland.
Portland artists? We haven't talked or discussed or even glanced over these pieces. I think
Yeah.
that we should give
Okay.
them a little bit of a
Yeah.
look.
So these are all artists that I've either worked with directly at the Emerge Underground show in Portland. The one show, the one piece by Justin Nairney, the hard rock cock piece. He's actually a nationally known artist. I've never shown any of his artwork, but that will be happening.
You've never shown this guy's artwork.
Never shown.
You
his
just
artwork.
collected it?
I've just collected his artwork. Yeah, he's fantastic.
And oh man, okay, so
But he lives part-time of the year here in Oregon, and part-time of the year he lives elsewhere. So
I want to say that I was contacted by William because of the video that I did with Colleen Patricia Williams.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, you called yourself a gallerist in Salem, said you have pieces by artists that you represent that you wanted to donate. And I was just like blown away.
yeah,
So I mean, this all happened because of the work that we've been doing, and it reaching out to other people and them wanting to be a part of it. So like that's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for reaching out to us.
Thanks for
And-
reaching out to us.
I want to say that these artists that are here, your pieces have been donated, but we haven't talked to you yet, and we will. Or we're gonna try.
Yeah,
We'll get a hold of you for sure.
We're gonna get a hold of you. I'm gonna contact you, and I really hope that you find as much value as William and Autumn have found in the work that we've been doing. All right, so this is number 2. I'm sorry. This artist was
Justin Nairney.
Justin A. Ernie. Sir,
You can go to.
we'll contact you.
Yeah.
This is what the back looks like.
Oh yeah, man. He stamps it, and there's a little bit of art on the back.
So this is an original piece done with.
I'm gonna frame this. I think I have a frame to put that in.
Looks like acrylic.
Yeah, it's acrylic, I'm pretty sure. And you can go to justinaerny.org or .com, whatever, and he sells most of his work from eBay, and it's really affordable. So if you like outsider art, he's got
What do you consider outsider art?
outsider artwork is its own unique genre of work. It's generally by the technical definition, it's someone who's not been educated in art and they just create work that's not influenced by society whatsoever. So if you see like in Detroit, there were these houses that had like dolls' heads all over them and stuff. There's like places in the bayou in Louisiana where it's like just weirdo. Like I just call it weirdo art because it really does just. There's no real good way to describe it, but his art is like there's a touch of Basquiat in it, but it's his own brand of weird, and it's awesome. Like it's kind of evil. I don't know. It's really dirty and gritty, and it makes me happy when I see it. Seriously, it makes me really happy when I see his work, and I'm like, I just want to have as much of his work as possible. And so, it really is.
But you plan on showing him, right?
Yeah. In the future, I plan on showing him. He's done solo shows in Detroit. He has shown with. There's a curator who we interviewed, Diane Irby, in Detroit, and she's done a lot of work with him. And they're fantastic. They're actually two of my favorite people from Detroit to collect right now. So, and he's part-time in Detroit.
This is a donation. Okay, this video is the first time the public is seeing the donations that you have given. So that's the first donation.
These will be raffled off on
At the 4th F Friday. And he's talking them up. Like, these are legit artists in the underground scene throughout Portland and
and beyond.
the
Yeah.
beyond.
Well, wait till you see the sticker.